though he does fear, based on what we're seeing behind us right now, that we are going to lose some buildings tonight. Quite windy down here, which is making for nightmarish fire conditions, but you can see part of the fire behind me. The flames keep whipping up. It is moving fast. This is the scene. We're getting reports of flooding like this across the valley. We're more downtown, north of downtown Las Vegas right now. This road was completely covered in rubble and tree debris as high as this right here. Yeah, Dana, I'm right at the intersection of Blue Diamond and Rainbow. The wind is picking up too. The rain is back. I'm watching some of those big traffic cones get blown across this intersection here. Here at CES, you can see some of the coolest tech imaginable, like this hologram technology from a company called Hypervision out of England. With a nationwide pilot shortage stressing the aviation industry since the pandemic began, flight schools are saying now is the perfect time to take lessons, learn to become a student pilot. People want lower prices, sure, but then we have a lot of cattle ranchers in Colorado.
We do.
So what's your reaction to President Trump wanting to do that?
I think we got to remember that when the President of the United States speaks, people listen.
So you go back to Washington Monday, I think, and then what, 2 days until there's a potential government shutdown? Is that imminent at this point, do you think?
I don't know what's going to happen.
You can see this is a funeral home behind me. I'll step out of the way real quick. They started the process about an hour ago. You can see this big excavator. They broke through the roof of the tiles. Yeah, Anderson, I was here for a different assignment this morning, and right when I was wrapping up my interviews with these senior students about to graduate in 2 weeks, people started coming into our room, barreling through the doors, saying there's a shooter, active shooter.
Hello and welcome to this special edition of News 5 after the presidential debate. I'm Allison Zimmerman.
And I'm Brett Forrest. While the presidential election is certainly the big story nationally, here at home, you'll have a lot more to decide on. I found trying to cover these stories, especially at the Air Force Academy, many people don't want to speak out or speak up. Why are you choosing to speak up now?
Because of my background at the Academy and my number of years.
I'm riding in the Lunar Rover right now. They can go up to 25 kilometers per hour. We're not going quite that fast, but we're testing its capability going through craters, over rocks and hills, things you might see on the moon's surface. All right, so I'm now standing on the walkway between Economy Lot and Terminal 1, and here's one of those portable lights behind me. It's actually not even turned on right now, proving the point of how dark it can be on this walkway, and I'll have my photographer turn off our camera light right now. You can see it is almost pitch black out here. From the snow to the ice, Team USA athletes are already well underway in their training and prep to get to Italy in 1 year's time and hopefully make it on to the podium. This morning, I had the honor of volunteering to help a young woman in an adaptive wheelchair summit Pikes Peak. All said and done, car to car, a 12-hour day, but incredibly worthwhile. We did this via the Crags Trailhead and dozens of people showing up to make this dream a reality. That's 21-year-old college student Mary Perkins as she summited Pikes Peak in an adaptive wheelchair.
Oh my gosh, well, it's so surreal.
Getting to this moment was years in the making.
This is something that I've been dreaming about ever since I came to Colorado 3 years ago.
And on Saturday, it took a little under 8 hours, 7 miles of climbing, 4,300 feet of elevation gain, and the support of about 40 volunteers.
Never give up on your dreams, and I mean, it's been possible for me, so I mean, anything's possible.
The day began at 1 a.m. when all volunteers convened in Woodland Park.
It's just so amazingly cool that you are here.
Mary's hike of a lifetime put together by Luke 5 Adventures, a nonprofit organization that takes people with disabilities on hikes.
Never dreamed that I would even get to step foot off of the pavement.
This is Luke 5 Adventures' third hike up Pikes Peak and Mary's 11th hike with the group this year alone, the culmination of her grandiose idea.
This year we embarked on what we called the Queen Mary Ambassador Tour and spent the whole summer bebopping around the country, Mary hiking with all of the chapters in the country.
Just to keep things moving, we have 15 minutes per team.
3 teams rotating shifts to guide, push, and carry the adaptive wheelchair, at first hiking hours in the dark. Strangers learning to work together through difficult terrain.
The best part, and I've always said this about Luke 5 Adventures, is that it's not the hike so much, it's the people.
Mary, or Queen Mary as she's affectionately called by friends and family, was diagnosed with malignant brain tumors as a young child. She was not expected to live past early childhood, but she beat the odds. The many surgeries left her with paralysis and blindness on her left side.
We hike with those who can't hike themselves. You never grow weary. We are weary, but we never grow weary.
The hike saw cold winds, a brief bout of grapple, and some difficult navigation. But in the end, it was all worth it to help Queen Mary achieve her special goal. From Pikes Peak, I'm Brett Forrest reporting.
Our Brett Forrest joining us here in studio with what happened after he called Uber tonight.
Yeah, Jim, Marie, I do have to warn viewers right now that this video may be disturbing to some of you. The driver is recovering from her injuries tonight, but she feels like nobody cares about her situation. She wants help and she wants some justice.
Please check the seat.
A routine Uber drop-off turning into a brutal attack. Several of the passengers begin punching and attacking the driver, Victoria Partridge. The attack lasting around 30 seconds, but for Victoria, feeling like an hour.
I started thinking that I'm gonna die. And when they left, I was just praying, God, thank God I'm alive.
She's been a driver for over a year with over 4,000 rides. This one starting out as a pickup on Fremont Street. When she saw there were 7 people, she told them she couldn't take them since she only has 6 seatbelts.
They're like, we're not leaving. We need to get to our destination point. You're our last chance. Please, please, please.
After several minutes of arguing and opening and closing the doors, Victoria says she gave up and she took the 7 women. And what happens next, she's thankful she has on video.
And she started beating me up from this side. Another girl went out, opened my driver door, and she started beating me from that side.
She says the attackers also threw her phone, stole money out of her tip jar, and dented the side of her car. She filed a police report and contacted Uber as soon as she got home.
I don't know how long it will take and if we're gonna get anything for this. I don't know. I'm so frustrated.
She filed the Metro Police report on Sunday. 3 days later, she hasn't heard anything. So I called them and they said she could be proactive and reach back out herself. As of now, they still haven't even taken her video evidence.
I didn't go to the hospital because I have no insurance. I was afraid. I didn't know if the Uber is gonna cover it or not, because if they're not gonna cover, I don't know how bill is going to be.
Now, a little positive news here. While reporting, I reached out to Uber myself asking what they're going to do, and Victoria tells me Uber finally contacted her tonight after my call, saying they'll cover 100% of the car repairs and deposit a $5,000 donation to her account, also saying they'll help the police investigation any way they can. Reporting live in studio, I'm Brett Forrest, News 3. A window of opportunity with airdrops, and more airdrops. Crews taking full advantage of less smoke. With air support being grounded for over a week, they didn't waste any time.
It's huge because it's getting in areas that we can't get any access to. You know, our hose can only stretch so far. Access to just getting in there, get fire engines in there, really hard for us to get there. So the helicopters are able to get into areas that we are not able to get into.
The air attack focusing on the big spot fire burning near the towns of Janesville and Milford, hoping to stop it from taking any more homes like it did Monday night.
Oh my gosh.
One man choosing not to evacuate, sending his wife away while staying behind to save their home.
It's more than just a piece of land. Everybody says, well, don't worry about it. It's just a TV. It's not that. It's more than that, you know.
He says his son cried when he wouldn't leave, and when the flames came, he was afraid.
And I'd be stupid to tell you that I wasn't, definitely, but it's a different type of fear.
Fire crews saved his home. He says if flames come again, he won't stay. Crews hoping he won't face that choice. And the Dixie Fire, now burning the equivalent of the state of Rhode Island. But if clear skies persist, hope can come from above. I'm Brett Forrest reporting, News 4 on your side.